Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and today I've got a new series I'm going to start in Football Manager. I'm sure you saw my last video on Wolves where I felt like I wasn't motivated to make videos or interest. I think I just want to go back and do a challenge, even though, Wolves, I thought Wolves was a challenge, but still, I didn't think it was a big challenge. I think in the back of my head, I thought they were an easy team to be for League One because they had at least Championship and some Premier League level players. And I just, in the back of my head, I thought it was probably too easy to do. Also, Manchester United. I'm still going to play the Manchester United. I'm going to play it like more off camera and that, and just give you updates at certain times. But I want one to be where I play through basically all matches and be a playthrough. So this will be a Football Manager 2014 playthrough of Sutton United in the Skrill South. And I remember I was them in 2008. And I remember their stadium as well, Gander Green Lane. I actually, in my head, I always remember that name. Like, it always, you know how you always remember a name, but you can't remember what it was from, whether it would just be from a game or a different situation. And yeah, I couldn't remember whose stadium it was, but then I just saw it now, and oh yeah, I remember I managed them in FM 2008. So I'm going to go back to being them, and they've got like a good history to build, I guess. If you go to their history in the records, this is what I like to see. This is the highest league they've been in, just one league above they are right now in the Skrill Premier, but obviously it wasn't called that back then, but still they've never been higher than that, so it's definitely a good history to build, and that's why I love, and it's going to be definitely a long thing. You can see they haven't run, I'm not sure what this is, the Anglo-Italian Cup, no idea what that is. They've no Conference League Cup, again, they haven't won anything of any significance, and I just felt it was a good situation to manage them, especially as I've managed them before. I thought I have some feelings, not feeling like I've been them before, so I have some knowledge of them. That's basically it, and I've been the team before, so I have some motivation to actually be them and improve them as a team. And I think where I lose motivation is where I'm someone who suits like playing through the whole game, showing you heaps of stuff. I don't like skipping through stuff, and that's the way kind of how I've been doing Football Manager, like playing through and then doing an update, and then I lose motivation when I do that. I think that may be the thing. So because people want to see, I think this is what people wanted to see me go through it quicker, and that's what I tried to do, at least from Football Manager 2013. So I'd started to do that. And yeah, it didn't quite, I lost motivation. So I'm going to try and do this as a playthrough, really showing everything as I can, how I make transfers as well. Like here, I just started up before, I wanted to search for someone before I started to get in a position to make a video right now. I want to search for a left back, Kieran Grant, who's actually a regen. Wherever you start up your new league, there's some regens if you can find them. But yeah, he seems okay because we needed a left back, and he's a young player, hopefully has good potential. And especially as he was wanted by other clubs, I knew he was definitely some quality, especially Grimsey, who's a league above, so he'll be a good player. But how I do that, what I do is I search you see, I've only got really one left back, and this guy can play left midfield as well. So we definitely need positions in left midfield and left back. Yeah, more so left back. Then you check out this guy, Sam Rentz, who's a 26-year-old. And he seems okay for this level. I've got to get my head back to this level. What's a good attribute for this level? I haven't played this for a long time actually. So leave in your comments for this level, the lowest English leagues in the game. At least you can download an update where there's so low levels and everyone has like 1 and 2 attributes. It's pretty funny actually, but they're so bad. Anyway, what do you think is a good attribute for this level so I can keep that gauge? Like for me, I noticed 12 is a really high attribute for this level. When it's above that, it's definitely high for this level. At least that's what I noticed. So I did search for left back. That's what I go for. And I'll show you how I did that. Well, first, it's kind of different. I've got to explain it in this way. I basically put my whole team in the first team, if that makes sense. I put all my reserve players. I had about 6 or 7. Then I got a couple on loan. So I'll leave them on loan for now. And I have no under 18s, which is definitely hard. But yeah, as I said, I put all the players in there because the thing is, you have these players on you're not paying them anything. Normally, I would see to release them from their contract, but if they want to stay at the team from no pay at all, I might as well keep them because, as you know, this level you're not going to have high quality players. So I'm just going to put heaps in the first team, and I'm sure you're watching Nepenthes. He on one of his other channels, he is doing a similar career, and I notice he has a big squad, so I see that's a normal thing to do. And yeah, I did want to do the same and see if I can be successful with a similar series, and hopefully we'll enjoy it. But if you look here, goalkeeper situation, is very bad. One of our goalkeepers is only valued £210, which is not very good. He's 42 years of age, which is pretty old, and he just has a half a star report, and he doesn't even seem like a goalkeeper. His eccentricity is 19. That means like he runs up all the time. And he's the slowest guy in the history I've ever seen on Football Manager. Look at this. He's got 1 pace, 1 agility, and 1 acceleration. But to me, I'm surprised he's actually a goalkeeper. He's got 4 one-on-ones. I don't know. And how is he a goalkeeping coach? Goalkeeper's 13. So his goalkeeping attribute, 13, is better than his actually all attributes here, apart from eccentricity. So I found that a bit surprising. But he is a coach. That's the thing with this level. Your coaches could be quality enough to play. So if you think about how it would be in real life, say if you have this team, like a small team, like a part-time team, and they have coaches, of course, and some of the coaches might actually be good as the players, so they could actually play the games instead. So they sign with a contract, and our younger type, Tom Lovelock, he's got a better report. Look, he's got 4.5 star report, but I don't want to really judge by my coaches because, again, my coaches aren't great. You see, Brett Holmes, his judging's only 6 for both potential and ability of the players, so I want to judge myself and hope they'll be good, but he has potential to be a good skill, yeah. It's goalkeepers is a position we need. So I look at that. We have a goalkeeper. We have a coach who's coming in. Who he's a coach at the team, but he's not really quality. And Lovelock is not good enough yet. So looking at the rest of the team's really big. We've got right backs. We've got centre backs covered there. Midfield, central midfield, defensive midfield. We've got that covered. And look at this. All these attacking midfielders on the right, through the middle, on the left, and strikers as well. That's all covered. So I don't need to make any signings there. So that's all good. I might save the money we have actually for next season, making free transfers. That's a very important thing to do. Yeah, before I do, I just want to explain. If you run out all of your wage budget, if you have no wage budget and you have no transfer budget, that means when it comes to like around January, where you can approach to sign some players, or at the start of the next season, or just before the start, you have a low budget here before it gets renewed, and you have nothing. Then you can't offer anything because you'll go over. It'll show you a maximum of what you can offer. And yeah, that will happen. So you got to keep some in reserve. Don't just spend it all to think to have the best team possible for this season. You got to leave some for next season for making new signings. So that's my tip, especially in these lower leagues. And cups are so important. You got to take definitely advantage of that. So what I'm going to do here, search for a position. Even though we have 2 goalkeepers, they're not of the required quality. A guy who's too old and he's more of a coach, and a younger guy is not really of required quality at the minute. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you enjoy it so far, basically showing everything. I'm not using any outside programs to find players. This is how I search for my players, at least at this level. You go expired, and obviously, and this is one thing I want to showcase throughout the series. I want to get a lot of English players because I believe players from the same nation can play well together and have more chemistry within the team, and compared to going for a guy that's from a foreign country, from another European country, or he will take a while to fit in. And I believe, at least for this level, it's good to have guys from the same country, at least the majority of the team at least. So what I will be doing is I want to prove something first as well. And yeah, this is what I love about Football Manager. There's so much different things you can show. And yeah, I put my past playing experience on automatic. That just sets for your level that you're managing in. I normally do it on international experience when I be a big team, but for that, I just do that. I put my nationality Australia because that's where I'm from, obviously. Anyway, I'll go back to what I was doing. Yeah, this is what I do for this level, and throughout the season, you'll see it as well. I go what position I need. I go expired, then I search on the attributes they need. I put it by what I think the most important attribute for me, reflexes. That always in my head is the best attribute. I'm not sure why, but I just see reflexes is one of the most important. And then you see who's got the highest attributes for them. But sometimes you want to look down someone who's got a more balanced attributes. So he's got eccentricity. I don't really like that unless he has good decisions. So I'm going to click on that. Who's this? James Besant. And does he have good decisions? 8s. See, I don't really like that. If you see what's his transfer status, he's wanted by some other teams. He seems... And he's got good one-on-ones. He's got tendency to punch. So I'm not really sure about... I really don't like when goalkeepers have high eccentricity because that's a bad attribute to have. It means they're eccentric and they sometimes make questionable decisions. Sometimes happens in real life. Like they try and do I think you just want a goalkeeper to goalkeeper. You don't want them to try and do tricks or anything stupid like Artur Boric. But anyway, moving on. Let's try and find someone with more balanced attributes. That's what I want. So who's this Demir Salkin? He's actually Australian, but when I've actually been try to sign Australians, they don't get the work permit unless they're like you sign for Premier League level. So that's not really. A lot of them have high eccentricity, and that's not what I... Okay, one-on-ones. Let's search for one-on-ones and see someone who's a bit... Tommy Smith, and handling is also... Okay, Ryan Hopkins. Okay, yep. A 19 as well. That's very important when we pick up on a young guy. So he's got some... But he's got eccentricity as well. That's... why are they... I know, see, when you get to this level, a lot of them have high that because they're not great goalkeepers. That's why. This guy's got 20. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Like, if it's that high, like, you would think it's a good thing, like, but it's definitely not. He's wanted by a lot of clubs. Where's he played previously? Okay, oh yeah, he's experienced, but I don't like eccentricity. I like when it's nice and low because I don't want my goalkeepers to make mistakes. Okay, how about Tom Gowans? He's 17. Not really what I'm looking for exactly. But there's slim pickings right here. Ryan Hopkins, I thought he would have been the one I would go for. But, Okay, how about Ray Howell? He's a regen as well. He's only 15. I'm not sure. His physical attributes are really low. They need to be of some quality, but that's too low in my opinion. You think that James Besant guy would be the best because of his reflexes? That's a really high level. How about handling? Someone who's got high handling. See, handling is one of the hardest ones to get. Okay, how about this guy with the longest name I ever seen? Danzel St. Louis Hamilton. Okay, so he's got low eccentricity. He's got bad decisions, but at least that's not high. He's got solid attributes. I always love to have the handling, one-on-ones, and reflexes. I find, to me at least, they're the most important ones. Leave in your comments what you think is more important as well. I remember this guy. He's always been a free player or something because I've seen his name around. I remember he used to play for Stoke, back then in that Football Manager 2008, like I mentioned. And no one wants him, so he could be a guy we can just pick up like that. I'll just get a scout report on him. You got to be smart about it as well. And hopefully your scout thinks he's okay. And this is the thing right now. We don't have much staff as well, which is definitely a problem. So, scouts Steve Watts. Hopefully he's of some quality. He's wearing a hat, so I'm not sure. How does he get that job as a scout? As at these lower teams? I don't know. What's his contract? What does he have? Okay, appearance fee. I thought can he play? Why does he have appearance fee if he can't be in the team? I don't get it. I do not get it at all. But anyway, that's a bit weird. I suppose for this level, I don't see the point. Yeah, I don't actually. It's hard to say. You got this guy. This guy's got a bit of judging of potential, but that's what I mean at this level. You got to judge it yourself. And like I did just there, judging compared to the other players available, I believe this guy is the best. He's the best, or not the best, the most well-rounded, in my opinion. He's got okay attributes in positions that are needed for this level. Still young for a goalkeeper, 23. So we'll see what he wants. I haven't been getting a scout report, but... okay. See, he wants 0 wage, but then he wants the appearance fee. So that could actually be good. And he wants a non-contract as well. Hopefully he accepts that. And unused substitute. I don't know. I never put goalkeepers as a sub anyway, so I'll just make that a bit higher. Backup. He would almost be first team, but I'll just choose that if he accepts or not. Okay, he did accept. Let's go. So that's pretty much it. The squad is pretty much how it is for now. And because of this level, you don't really get offers from other players. The only thing you really do is free transfers. And yeah, I'm just going to get these two guys done. Kieran Grant as a left back, up and coming, no doubt. Regen 16, 12 tackling already. That's very good. And hopefully he can sign also with the goalkeeper, St. Louis Hamilton. I think he can be okay for this level and slowly improve because he is 23. That still is young for a keeper. So hopefully he can sign. And that's all the positions we need. Like I said, I want to keep the funds for later in the season, or if I get injuries as well, that's very important. If you get an injury, like a big term injury, you have that money there. Have that wage to sign someone up. But we do have a big squad, so I believe my tactic is strong. But it's interesting to see if it works with Wolves and Manchester United. It does, definitely. But will it work with a lower team? I might have to make changes to suit to this level, because it's a more shorter passing game, and these players aren't great in terms of their technical quality to a higher level. So we just got to see how it goes. If you see here through my instructions, it's more shorter passing and play out of defense. I'm not sure if that will be good for this level because they're not technically the level of higher teams. So we just got to see how it goes. And the next one, I'm not sure. Like, I probably won't. Yeah, this is the only way or the only thing in the game in my videos of this series I would skip. Like the friendly matches, I don't think friendlies are too important, but we'll just see what happens. See, I don't know why this is for me, but I can't see these. They're just white boxes. I'm not sure if it's like my laptop or something, but I know what it is. I can see the second two. The second one is promotion, and the next one is winner. I can see it somehow, but I'm not sure if you can see it or not. I just have to move my laptop screen down to actually read it. And the current one it's on is just the same one. But I always like to leave it on the lowest expectation. So that's what I like to do. So you don't have high expectations. Obviously, scouting team. Okay. Now they show me someone. Who's this guy? Jack Turner. But he's already at a 10. His best attribute is kicking. Like, they recommend this guy with a 5-star report. And his least goalkeeping attributes, I believe that other guy we're signing on a free transfer is better. So, yeah, that's what I do. Even though in his report, he says he's 5-star potential. But I don't think he's that good. If you just look at his technical goalkeeping attributes, they're not really great. If you take away the kicking, it's really bad, honestly. Handling 5, one-on-one 7. It's not great if you ask me. But that's just my initial opinion on him. And we're not going to make transfer. I just want to get free agent. That's the best way. So I'm not going to do heaps of transfers. So this is most likely going to be a boring part. But we're going to hold a team meeting right now and see what I can talk to them today and see. I always like to do assertive when I come in. I'll say I wanted to take the opportunity to introduce myself to you as the Sutton United manager. And here I get a message back from Makim. He says, welcome. I hope as a team we can go on to achieve great things under your management. So what should I say? I'll say we think we can make the playoffs this season. I definitely believe that. The boss is right. I think it's a bit too ambitious, this Fusinini guy, but I believe in quality, and I don't want players to not believe in me. Of course, that's not great. Let's just say assertively, I disagree. I think we can achieve what I said if everyone performs at their best. Maybe you're right. Thank you. Eventually my players always listen to me. And I have to say, that's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. And 20 players reacted well. You cannot get better than that. So next up, I'm just going to review my team. Then, as I said, we've got to wait here. Kieran Grant, he's getting offers from other players. But I think I'm just going to review my current team and review my players, and that will be it for this episode. I just want to check how much minute. Yeah, 18 minutes. So this is probably going to be a 30-minute episode after I finish reviewing my team. And of course, I record with Camtasia Studio. You can just search in Google or whatever, or I might leave a link in the description where you can have a free 30-day trial. I believe they are still offering, but I haven't checked for quite some time. So yeah, and you can buy it as well. It's as I have done. I bought it. It's definitely worth. It's gotten me to where I am today, and it's definitely worth the money. I've gotten it back definitely from YouTube. So moving on, evaluating the team, I've already done with my goalkeepers. So I'll move on to the next guy, who is Mitchell Nelson, a 23-year-old who currently is on £500 per week. And he can play at right back or centre back. He seems as definitely a reliable player. He's good at long throws. Honestly, I don't really care about those. I'd rather have high attributes in technical attributes. Mental is very important as well, especially at this level. If you have a guy with high mental attributes, he can definitely dominate. Physical attributes is solid as well. He's got a bit of pace and strength, so he should be a good player for us. And he's actually contracted. Yeah, a lot of the players are just contracted to the end of the season. And then, I like that because then, I like it. That's what you need to do for this level. You can't offer big-term contracts, and they don't really sign those anyway. So next up is another coach. We have the team. He's our one of our coaches at least, Paul Talfa. He's very experienced. I believe he used to play in the Premier League. He used to play with Coventry back in the days when they were in the Premier League, and also Southampton as well. So he does have experience. He's a really, really experienced player, and obviously he's a coach now. But just looking at that, he's really, really good player apart from his pace. Again, he's probably another one of the slowest guys in the game. But in terms of his experience, he could be a very important guy to have around the defensive areas of the pitch. Next up, Jamie Stewart, another. I really like my defenders. I like to have experienced players at this level, even though they're slow. I reckon having experience at this level is a good thing. It's one of the best things apart from having a very good young prospect. And you'll see that I always sign amazing players on free transfers. The future is going to be amazing unless the game is changed to make it harder to sign those. But next up, Simon Downer, another experienced central defender who's a bit quicker but still pretty slow. But he's strong, okay tackler. Again, good mentally. So I believe I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the team. I'm really happy in defense. He's got experience. And yeah, the whole team has good experience, really. You got a couple of younger guys in there, and Charlie Clough is one guy I'm very excited about his potential for the team. He's got a 5-star report. He's 22, still has a bit room to grow, and he can play, look at that, all down the middle. Fantastic. He could deputise as a striker if we need him, as like a target man kind, dangerous in the air. He's 188 centimetres, very strong. He's good in the air. Jumping reach is 16, and he's a bit quicker compared to the other guys. So yeah, leave in your comments. What do you think would he... Like, he doesn't really have a bad attribute. Like, his worst technical attribute is his dribbling, and that's 5. So yeah, he's a very physical player, I guess. Good in the air and good in the tackle. So he could be very important for us, no doubt. Next up, Jay Folkes, a guy who can play all along the right side of the pitch, from right back to as a right winger. He's got a bit of pace, flair as well. 4-star report. He doesn't seem amazing. Yeah, I don't think he'll be an amazing player for my team, and I might let him go. But again, at this level, you just got to see how your players perform and judge it by that. Next up, Emmanuel Ikiotu. Again, he's a similar player. The other guy is probably better. This guy's a bit younger. He may improve, but he's on 0 wages, so I could let him go. But I thought I might as well keep him. Like, I'm not paying him anything, and if he wants to stay at the team, he can stay. Next up, Sam Rents, like I talked about with the left back. I think he'd be good enough. He's got very established attributes. Again, another guy who doesn't have bad technical attributes apart from long shots. You don't really need that for a left back. Well, technically, he's actually naturally a left midfielder, so he could play both positions, left back or left midfield. We might even have to sign another left back for rotation purposes. Not sure. But next, another experience. We're going to have so much experience in midfield and defense. Steve McKim, who I would ideally want to play as a defensive midfielder. He's got great experience, leadership and teamwork, which is always important for the team. He's going to be important for this season, no doubt. Yeah, it's really good to have the experience. And another experienced player, Anthony Riviere. I think he is very good. He's actually wanted by a club, so that shows me he is of quality from Basingstoke. I think they're in the same league, or the same level at least, because there's 2 levels. There's Skrill South and Skrill North. Again, he doesn't have amazing technical attributes, but mentally, he's got that experience, and that is very important for this level. Don't be afraid to sign over 30-year-old players, because they can help get you promoted, and then you can maybe sign the prospects on free transfers throughout the seasons as you go on. Next up, Ali Vosesny. He's a bit younger. He's better physically. He's got a little... I don't know, it's hard to say. He doesn't have pace, but yeah, he's got good fitness. Like, that's something important for a central midfielder. He can run all day. He can be a very important player for your team. Like, if you compare it to a big player right now, like a Premier League level player like Ramirez, he's not the best player technically, but he's more so he can work all day and run up and down the pitch when needed. So that is a very important thing. And next up, Moon Hong, who's a Korean player actually, but he was actually born in Korea, but now he's moved to England to play some football, but obviously not professionally, just part-time. Obviously, just 25 pounds per week he is on. So I don't know about him. He has the similar attributes as you would expect from a Korean player. He's not very strong, but he has got a bit of flair. He might do a few tricks here and there. And he's got his good fitness as well. Balance is 12 as well. So he's got that you would expect from an Asian player. And that's something I haven't really done before. I haven't looked so much into attributes. I just look quickly and see, yeah, they're good. Or another guy, yep, he's got bad attributes, he's crap. But now I'm starting to look, I'm looking into the attributes a bit more, and like comparing their height and everything and just different things. And that's something I'm doing a bit more. So next up, Damien Scannell, who is a 28-year-old experienced player, but he's got a bit of flair. Nothing really, again, he's just someone who's got those average attributes, quite a few high ones like 10. He's got natural fitness of 12, important. Yeah, he can play both sides on the wing, so that is very important for my team, playing with wide midfielders. he could do a job for us. Ben Kujoji, who is an ex-player, he's been around a few teams. Crystal Palace youth player. He actually had one appearance in the championship, so they obviously thought he had some quality, but he has some low attributes, which is not very good. Balance is only 1, and strength is only 2. That is not a good combination, but he's got pace and flair, so he's probably a guy, just looking at his attributes initially, he's got some pace, flair, and long shot. So he's a guy, one of those guys, you know, he's got pace and a bit of tricks about him, and he likes to take long shots on. Like he's confident in his ability and technique. So he might actually be an okay player at this level, especially not paying him anything at all. He could be one. Yeah, he's one of those players that are probably not consistent, but some games they can produce something special for your team. And next up, Dale Binns. He, again, another experienced player. He's probably our best winger for the left side. He's got dribbling of 12, flair of 16. That's really high for this level. He can definitely make a fool of some players, I hope, anyway, with dribbling. And yeah, he'll be an experienced player for us. For a winger, doesn't have much pace, but the flair, that's very important. Dribbling of 12. It should definitely be a good attribute for us. And Dean Sinclair, 28 years old, another 28-year-old. He's a very good penalty take and determined. You need those determined players. Like determination, like that's the attribute that it's like your players as a whole together. Like if they're determined to score an equalizer, like to come back if you're losing, that's pretty much what I see that as. Your players are determined to win your games. That's what I see it as being. Craig Dundas, who's a 32-year-old player, and he's a naturally attacking midfielder, which we don't naturally play in our formation. We more so play with a striker and central midfielders and defender, or defensive midfielder, sorry. But I really like the look of him. He's got great strength, 16 strength, jumping 15, balance is good. Again, another player good at penalties. I'm actually going to work on his finishing, specifically in the training, as you can see here. His focus is on finishing because I am actually going to play him in striker, maybe as a support role, as that complete forward. I reckon he'd do well, got good strength. And hopefully, yeah, those stronger players are good, hopefully, at this level. Next up, Marvin Williams. He's one of our most valued players in terms of their value. Not the highest, but definitely one of them. Again, another determined player. He's you got a little bit of pace about him. He's a striker, he can play wide as well. So we'll see how he goes. I think he could be an okay player. Like, he's got dribbling is 9 and finishing is 8, technique 10. That's okay. Like, normally you would look at that and think it's bad, but you got to really judge it for this level. And that's what I'm trying to do now. Dean Mcdonald, again, a player on 0 per week. Another player with flair, and I don't know if I'm going to play him as striker or train him to be a right midfielder. And that's the thing about this level. Players are not going to really improve, so you can afford to actually train them to new positions. Because, yeah, players at this level aren't going to increase much because, yeah, they wouldn't have a high potential. Apart from guys you sign on a free transfer. But, yeah, that's why the majority all suit that. And I'm really happy about my strikers, my taller, stronger strikers. You've got this guy here, Jamie Slabber, 28-year-old. He's got that experience, 28, probably playing in his peak right now. Finishing of 15, that's so high for this level. He's very, very strong as well. So he's going to be one of those stronger types, and he should score a lot of goals for us this season, I hope anyway. You sure, like last season, he scored 23 goals, and even before then, he scored 20 goals. He shows, like, last 3 seasons, he's really showed he's a consistent goal scorer at this level. So that is something I want, and it's good to have him into the team. And we've unfortunately got a guy injured right now, Jamie Taylor, who's injured for about 2 more months. We just got to see how long he takes to get back. But again, he's a similar type, but he's got a bit more pace. He's not as strong, but he's still a good finisher. He actually might be good in that support role. Complete forward, because he can actually pass a bit more. 11 passing is actually good for a striker at this level, so he could be dangerous, but he is experienced. He's 30, but we just got to see how long he'll be at the team for. Like, I just got to see how they perform and compare them to other players. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's what I want it to be, real life sort of. Not judge on their attributes, judge on their performances in games and play them because of that. Like in real life, managers don't see, like, say just Manchester United for example, like David Moyes, he can't see that Rooney has 15 finishing or whatever it is. He doesn't know that. He just sees what from previous matches, and experience seeing him before and in training also. Unfortunately, Football Manager, you can't see how they do in training, but you can get training reports somewhere. If you go training, is it there? Yeah, it'll go through there as you go through the season. So that's how you can really judge. Even if you go individual training here, it'll show the performance. That's what you got to judge it off, really. That's the only judgment you can make. That is pretty much it for now. Hopefully you will enjoy this series. I just woke up when I did this video because this is what I just got up and thought I could do. Like, my original reaction, and I thought I should do that. What I originally think I should do, that should be what I do. So I apologize if you like my other series and if I don't continue those, but I believe this can be a very enjoyable series for myself, and that's why I started YouTube, to enjoy my videos of Football Manager, and that's what I do enjoy. So hopefully you can drop a like, and I'll definitely continue on with it. And you'll probably see some more episodes today, because I'm just going to, record as much as I can, play it heaps, and get into it a lot. I believe that's important for enjoying your videos. Really focus on the game. And that's what I'll be doing. So, yeah, that's what I'll be doing for the near future at least. And it really depends on the response. I do take into account what people think. And, yeah, I'm still not sure how the series is going to go, and I'm not sure what to talk about at this level, because I haven't managed at this level for a while. So you might notice I'm unsure what to say sometimes for this level, but I will get into it eventually. So if you could support this series, it'll be very much appreciated. And I'll see you guys next time for the next episode.